Oh, good evening, saints. It is a late night in Zamunda, amen. And I I could not put head to pillow until I got this off my chest, amen. Um, First of all, good God bless you to everyone. Hope that everyone had a nice day. It was a very warm and not complainable heat day. It was all right. It was a nice day. My aunt Shell had her 60th birthday party, amen, and we went all the way out and at cake, amen, and it was a nice time. It was a real nice, huge backyard, amen, and there was trays and trays of food, amen, and ribs and hot dogs that were burnt, amen, and hamburgers and chicken wings and things. It was just the food. I wasn't upset with the food, amen. Oh, the food was really, you know how you go to people, especially when you go to your family and they end up having a cookout somewhere over somebody's house that you really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's your first time meeting, but you know that the family know them, everybody know them, but you just now just going to meet them. And they got all this food. And you know, those of us who are good friends of Mary Botswana, right, man? You know what I'm saying? Like you get to a certain point where you need food, huh? Um, and I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad at anything about the food. It was delicious. But I'm getting off topic. I wanted to discuss with the saints because I had noticed a fungus among us in this party of my aunt Cheryl. And there was a lady there, and she was very nice looking, dark skin, like dark chocolate. You know, I love me a dark skin lady, amen. But she was real dark skin, and she had a unit, huh? She had a unit on, and the unit. First of all, you know, I used to do hair, so I know I can spot one a mile away. Um, had begun to lift, huh? Or the unit had decided that it wanted to raise his hand in class and say, "Hold on, teacher, I got it. I know the answer. I didn't call on you. That's inappropriate, huh?" Oh, the wig started waving his hand, and the thing about it was, I knew that she knew my aunt and my cousins and all them, but I didn't personally know her personally, and I just had to like pull myself together because being the John that I am, I'd be like, "Oh, girl," you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know her, so this is growth, amen. Because I didn't just say, "Oh, baby, come in, let me." I didn't do that. I didn't even pour her to the side because I didn't know the lady. However, I did express this to my mother and about four aunties. Now I don't know if any of the other saints in the District of Columbia have aunties like me, but you can't say one to one of them without telling all of them, huh? And they had circled me at the table, amen. And then what they all had did from then was one by one, each auntie, including my mother, huh, got up and took a field trip around the park, or not the park, but the backyard, just to look at this lady's damn head. And they was like, "Oh, John, this really, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like, what do I do?" Because you don't want to, especially coming from someone of my vernacular, amen. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might get offended, be like, "Oh, he trying me, he coming for me because he can't take." No, bro, that's definitely not the case. It's definitely not going to be the case. I, I would love, no, I wouldn't love, but you know, say, girl, no, but like, come on. But anyway, so I was like plagued and perturbed. So finally, something just said. So I told one of my older aunts, and so it had got to the point where I was starting to like you could see it, like it was getting bad. And I was like, "Child," if that was one of my aunties and I didn't tell them, they'd be like, "Child, how you let me walk around all this time with my wig waving at the class, at the teacher in the class? You know, we're not even class. Like, why is she waving at the teacher? You know, like you should have said something." So ended up being that I said something to my aunt. She went and told my little cousin, and because my cousin, is real close to her, well, that was my cousin's auntie on her father's side. Excuse me, my face is itching. She went and grabbed her and snatched her up and pulled her in the house. It was like, "Auntie." And when I tell y'all, she came back and this thing looked like it had actually been braided from her scalp. It didn't. It looked like it had been braided on her wig, but it was on and it was tight. You know what I'm saying? So my question is to the saints, and y'all can leave this, you can leave me a comment or something, answers or just your thoughts about it. When is it enough time that you have noticed that you can let a woman know that her wig is waving at the teacher? Huh? Whether it be like, cause it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like how do you do it without sounding insensitive or without sounding like condescending or like, like bashing the person, like, oh girl, you need to get your, you know what I'm saying, like, just I held it together. I was very calm and I didn't, but I just was like, oh girl, like I felt bad for her. Amen. So all I'm gonna say is, like, ladies, when y'all come out the house, just, and I know it be hot because DC is hot, but you didn't know you was coming outside to a cookout. You need to put some Pump It Up on there, or maybe try some nail glue. Now, don't use nail glue. But I'm just saying, like, she should have been double tacked. Hey, man, can we not?